We continue our top focus on the Myanmar coup, and after downplaying the military coup in Myanmar, China, a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, has now gone ahead to block the UN condemnation of the coup in Myanmar. And as a result, the United Nations emergency meeting on Myanmar ended in a stalemate. The military coup is drawing condemnation from all over the world, and after the emergency closed-door consultations, UN did send out a stern message to Myanmar to immediately release the unlawfully detained leaders. It acted as a first step for cohering an international response to the coup in Myanmar.
This morning, the Security Council held a close consultations on Myanmar. In her briefing to Council members, the Secretary General Special Envoy, Christine Schreiner-Bergener, strongly condemned the recent steps taken by the military, and she urged Council members to collectively send a clear signal in support of democracy in Myanmar. The Special Envoy said that given the apparent commitment by the military to safeguard the rule of law following the November 8th elections, this turn of events was surprising and shocking. She said she'd been in contact with the military leadership as recently as one day before the takeover. They said that communication had been ongoing with the government and Union Election Commission.
However, sources have said that the negotiations are on and both China and Russia require more time. A statement is still under discussion. Swiss diplomat Christine Schreiner, the United Nations envoy to Myanmar, briefed the 15-member council on the latest developments and urged the council members to collectively send a clear signal in support of democracy in Myanmar. Let's take a look at what exactly the United Nations is up to. Security Council plans to call for a return to civilian power after bloodless coup gripped Myanmar. The text is being drafted by Britain, which holds the rotating council presidency for the month of February. The draft would call for Myanmar's military to immediately release those unlawfully detained. It would also demand that the one-year state of emergency be repealed and for all sides to adhere to democratic norms. The draft does not mention sanctions to be adopted. It requires the support of China, however, Myanmar's main supporter at the UN, and a veto power as a permanent member of the Security Council. During the Rohingya crisis in 2017, China thwarted any initiative at the Council to meet on Myanmar or issue joint statements.
The UK condemns the military coup and the detention of democratically elected members of the civilian government, including the state councillor. There has been widespread concern among and across the international community. I heard those concerns very clearly among my colleagues this morning, and we welcome the role of regional partners, including ASEAN, to resolve this crisis. Discussions will continue among Council colleagues on next steps. I certainly hope that we'll be able to speak with one voice, and we will update you with any progress in that regard.
Meanwhile, the 7 largest group economies have unitedly condemned Myanmar's military ouster. They have demanded for an end to the state of emergency and restoration of power to democratically elected government.